Yeah, split weekend for us, which was a little tough to swallow. I thought actually we played well enough on Thursday to get a win. We just didn't start the way that we wanted to. So kind of a tough game, our second loss of the season. But I think the team responded pretty well during the game and certainly stayed together after the game. And I think you can see that in the way that they performed on Sunday. And I thought they deserved to win. I thought they stayed in the game, even though that we kind of gave up an early goal. And you want a lot of goal scorers. 10 different goal scorers is probably a lot, but we'll take it. And an incredible goal from Paris, and pretty cool for Soph to kind of, she's been doing enough that she deserves a goal. So it's good to see her kind of break through, and hopefully it keeps rolling into more. Two big games this weekend. Utah State and Boise State are top of the conference. They always are. They're huge rivals for us. And you have two teams coming into Albuquerque that are favored to beat us, which is not something that always happens, but those guys have been pretty dominant this year. So we're going to have to be on our best to get a couple results, but we're excited for it. We're up for it. And the team they're exceptional. They're just great people. They're fun to be around. And I think they're staying true to the process. And because of that, you're going to learn from these situations. So big weekend ahead.
Is the sharing of the wealth with so many different goal scorers something you plan, or does it just develop that way because you have, mixed lineups and things like that?
Yeah, at some point I'm just praying that someone scores. No, it's definitely not something that you completely plan, but I do think we have a lot of depth this year, and we have a lot of players that have been knocking, have been kind of, trying to break through for us. And it's not something that you want. You would like a couple players that are consistently getting goals, but other players to step up and fill those roles is an important piece of it too. So it's a positive and a negative. Nobody can focus in on one player against us, but it would be nice to see a couple of our forwards kind of start to settle in and get some more goals. And I think that's coming. I mean, the amount of shots that we created in the last two games, some of those are going to start to go in once they get a little bit more confidence and experience. But the only way you get experience is to play, and they have to keep doing what they're doing. And at some point, that experience kind of settles into confidence.
Coach, after Sunday's match, just seeing your players dig deep enough to not only they weren't going to get a draw, but to get the 2 points, to just get the win. How does that feel during conference play where every win is that important?
It was a huge win. And I think our senior leadership in that game, they've been challenged a little bit. I mean, it's hard when you lose kind of the class that we lost last year, just in terms of leadership and experience. And these guys have been asked to step up, and I think you're seeing that all over the field. But you want them to be rewarded for it too. Paris stays after every training session, works on her shooting. She beats Paul all the time. But it's what you want. You want for these players to reap the rewards of their hard work. And Soph is the same thing. Soph is a very left-footed player, and she's been saying all year she's going to get her first goal right-footed. So it was pretty cool to see, and I think hopefully it kind of breeds into some confidence that they can continue to do it, because the effort's there. Now we just need to finalize.
Coach, like you said, you're getting the shots off. They're just not going your way. How pleased are you with the quality of shots that you're getting off?
Soccer's such a weird sport. You can dominate statistically and lose a game, and more than any other sport that I've ever been involved in, that's the truth with soccer. I think we had 24 shots on Thursday night, 24 shots, and we lost, which is crazy. And I think 14 of those were on frame. So part of it is kudos to their keeper, but the other part is it's just like a belief that when you are shooting that you're going to put it in the back of the net. And the only way you do that is you play, and you do it multiple times, and you kind of realize that it's you. You're the player that has to step up. And I think a lot of our players are starting to see that and really start to shine. So the soccer's there, the effort's there, the chemistry's there off the field. They're doing things right, and at some point it's going to all click in and continue to roll into some wins, hopefully.
Right, you have two tough matches coming up, like you just mentioned. Is there a different type of energy playing conference games at home, though, at the Unum Soccer Complex?
For sure. I think any time that we play on this field, it means a lot to us. We are very grateful for the facilities and the field that we have and the experience that we can create, especially in our night games. But we're prideful about it. We don't want it to be easy for anybody to come here and play us. And I don't think anyone in the conference enjoys coming to New Mexico, and we want to make sure that we uphold that. But it's a home field advantage. We appreciate the fans that come. We appreciate them staying tuned in with us. And I think those things just give you an edge.
That free kick was just a missile. Did that even kind of open your eyes?
Yeah, I think Danny might be recruiting Paris after that free kick. Yeah, it was unbelievable. But she does it every day in training. The way that she can strike a ball, it's just, so of course it goes in and you're shocked and you're thrilled to get the win, and Paris deserves it. But it's cool for her to see you can do it, and you're capable of it, and you're capable of it in games, because she is. So pretty special moment for her.
How long has it been since you've seen one like that? Like, think, when was the last time? I mean, that was pretty amazing.
It was a pretty amazing kick. Yeah, it was. It was. I don't even think it dipped. I mean, I think if she would have told the goalkeeper where it was going, that still goes in, which is hard to do. And it's especially, I mean, Paris, I think, played 90 minutes on Thursday, if not really close to that. Played almost that same amount on Sunday. So to have heavy legs and just to have the self-belief that you're going to put it away and win it for your team, and I can assure you Paris's thought process is win it for my team. She's a pretty selfless player, so special to see her get that moment.